Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. This is a very brief update on a Friday afternoon, just kind of letting you know, where we're at here, but also more importantly, kind of giving you some good advice for the weekend. Because statistically speaking, we have seen 13 out of 14 weekends have been red this year. Okay, so that's not a very good statistic. So keep that in mind. We've seen more selling pressure than buying pressure from close of business on Friday to close of business on Sunday. Okay, so basically that 48-hour period has effectively been very, very poor. The only reason we have one good green weekend was because Solana, XRP, and Cardano were all named by President Trump on a tweet on a Sunday. That's the only reason for it. Either way you look at it here, we can see upper liquidation between 84.5 and 86 still remaining. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a push up towards that level this weekend, just as kind of a last minute fake out, or just more so just kind of trapping late longs into a potential type of trap. So just keep in mind that's a potential reality for us, but from a liquidation standpoint, further upside makes sense, considering the fact that there's incentive for the whales to push the price action higher to squeeze out those late shorts. That's kind of the concept, or early shorts, however you look at it. Liquidation delta is climbing back up here. We can see from earlier today till now, it has increased from 10 to roughly 15 billion in long liquidation, basically implying you shouldn't be shorting this coin at this moment. So I don't necessarily recommend that. Even though I'm leaning more towards a short on Bitcoin in the 85 to 86K range, if that doesn't happen, I'm not just going to blindly short into 83,000 on a Friday close. Okay, so just know there's good ways and bad ways to trade, and right now I think it's a little premature to honestly do either a long or a short. That's just my personal thoughts. 80,000 is a heavy concentration of open interest, and then we have a little bit here locally at 82.5. So just know 82.5 is kind of somewhat of a support range for us because it was the previous high on a 4-hour candlestick closure. So we look at the 4-hour time frame, we can see we should experience a pivot or a bounce off 82.5 based on the simple fact that it would be a bullish backtest of a previous resistance. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking for there. So hypothetically, that's what we see. Let's look at the daily just to give you some perspective. Really simple to understand. We haven't broken bullish yet. I know a lot of folks get super excited when we kind of test a trend line. We are testing the 20-day and the 50-day SMA within reason, kind of that little range between 83.5 and 85,000. Until we close soundly above 85,000 and it's not a weekend, I would not say taking a long is a safe call. Okay, so just please understand that we're not in a good position right now to take a long. So the daily time frame is not looking good. 4-hour time frame looks pretty awesome, honestly. It's a transitionary time frame, kind of letting us know that we're on the right side of tracks. We're over 50 on the RSI. We have a lot of positivity here, and the hourly will basically confirm that as well, with Ichimoku Cloud having this nice clean breakthrough here. Once more, kind of reinforcing that support at 82.5. So hypothetically, if we had different trading conditions, this wasn't a weekend, I would say a long at 82.5 is a good consideration. Between now and then, I think it may be best to kind of pump the brakes and chill and relax and not overtrade this weekend. People do it all the time. If you're going to consider anything on the weekend, lean more towards shorts, just based on our 93% success rate of short trades on weekends being more profitable. Okay, you can have tight margins on some longs and maybe have some luck, but for the most part, that's exactly what it would be. You're going to be trading against the grain by doing that. So just keep that in mind. Either way, statistics are statistics, right? Majority of them are made up on the spot. So who's to say that 13 out of 14 weekends isn't going to produce a green weekend for a change, right? It's that law of averages. Inevitably we're due to have a green weekend, right? Maybe this is the win. All right, so folks, that's all we got. Thanks so much again for watching. Hope you learned something today. Comment below if you could, please. Let me know your average price on Bitcoin. Are you long? Are you short? Where are you at? Hopefully you found benefit. And if you do want to become part of our Trading Academy community or Signals group, jump in over here. We have some nice profits on our Solana trade, Bitcoin trade, and AVAX trade. We took profits on all those. So good stuff. Thanks again, folks. Hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you next one. Take care.